Here's the evidence. This knife is one of a kind.
Is it really? Because it doesn't look one of a kind to me. I actually have one right here. And I found this in the local shop. And I wasn't looking for it. So if I found it, I'm pretty sure anybody else could find it too. He's guilty. No, he's not. How do you know he's guilty? I'm not saying that he is or that he's not guilty. But with the evidence and the other knife that I found at the store, it can mean that he isn't guilty.
That's very sneaky of you to go out of your way and go looking for evidence.
Well, it's not sneaky. I'm trying to help the case, whether he is or whether he's not guilty. I'm not trying to take sides. I'm just saying that we can still look for evidence. You guys just want to get out of this room.
Why do you believe me?
I'm not saying I believe him. I'm just saying that he deserves a chance. When you're coming into jury duty, you need to take all your problems aside. Whether you have problems with people of that kind, like someone said, or that race, or any of that. You need to put everything aside.
But he's one of those people.
But what does those people mean? I'm one of those people. You're one of those people.
He's been mistreated his whole life. He lives in a community where everyone looks down on him. His father beat him, and I think that was his real motive for killing his father.
But maybe that's why he didn't kill his father. You don't know that he was the one that killed his father. You need to give him more credit than that.
Well, we've seen all the evidence, and it all points to him. Everything points to him that he was in a fit of rage, and he killed his father because he was angry at what everyone's been treating him.
But there's no real evidence. Like the knife, there's another one. There's millions of those types of knives. And the guy, like he's old. And the woman that said that she saw him, you can't see someone from that train.
Are you positive about that?
No, but are you positive that he killed him?
Well, he used that knife. We know that he owned it, so I think that was a main piece of evidence that he used to kill his father.
But there's millions of knives.
But there was only one specific knife that he owned, and that was used for as a murder weapon.
What just happened earlier was justice. This man used his judgment to think about what he was going to say. He didn't immediately assume that person was guilty just because he obtained a rare knife. Why is this an example of justice? This is an example of justice because he didn't immediately blame the person who was said to be guilty. He thought about what he was going to do, and he put it into action even though he was against the other jurors.
Jury duty is important because we not only have to take into account our actions, but also what our actions will affect. This is important because we are dealing with someone's life. If we make the wrong decision, we are sending a person to jail. Our decision can lead to them losing time of their life they will never get back.
Before coming into jury duty, there's 3 things you need to follow. 1. Put personal problems aside.
2. Have respect for others.
An open mind.